Hello, one more time, everyone. We will start our first meeting of the training course. And the first part of the meeting, I would like to present you our project to give an overview what we are doing and how it will look like for the next meetings. So we present here today the one of K2 projects. Tell Your Mind, or we call it also TEAM. So it's about voicing mental health conditions and promoting social-emotional well-being in secondary schools. And the main aim of the project is to reach teachers and trainings and students. And this project is a long project which will finish in 2026. So now we're more or less in the middle of the project, creating our materials, training courses, and some additional educational materials for teachers. We have a collaboration with different countries. So here we have Spain, Italy, Croatia, Serbia, and Latvia. And all together in this collaboration, we create new materials and new and interesting activities for secondary school teachers. So our main objectives is to raise awareness on mental health conditions among teachers and students, to share best practices as our partners. We are also experts. We have psychologists, teachers in secondary school, and trainers. And we are really happy to share our ideas and our experience with everyone. Also, we try to empower teachers with new skills to promote mental health well-being in schools, and to encourage teachers and students to share mental health experiences. As now this topic is popular, and we would like to reach our target groups, which are teachers, students of the age 14 and 18, and teacher trainers who will teach other teachers how to organize different workshops and activities with the students. So in this project, we have different work packages. So one is the project and financial management, which is not really interesting for you as our participants, and others are more interesting. So it's implementation of an awareness campaign, which we already finished, and we have some results to present to you. Elaboration of training course, and now we are in this phase, so you are joining the training course on mental health. And in this work package, we also create empathy conversational guidelines, which we share with the teachers and the participants of the training, and game-based toolkit on mental health. And in the following months, we will start implementation of storytelling workshops and creation the videos, testimony lessons, again for secondary school teachers. So the main result of the first work package is an awareness campaign, which we finished in October, and also in October it was World Mental Health Day, and in our partner schools we organized some events with the students, and of course we did a promotion on some activities and experiences in social media. We created the cycle of open webinars on best practices related to mental health well-being. You can also find them already on our website. They are recorded and you can have a look, come back and watch them. So we share the materials after the presentation of our results of the project. And here also we created the community and the main slogan of our community, we are humans, not numbers. So there we can share some ideas on mental health well-being practices in secondary school, but not only, of course, it's really important for everyone. Work package 3, the training course, which is happening now. So today we start to share with you the result, what we created during the past months. So the training course itself is 25-hour training course with the main topic of promoting mental health and emotional well-being in schools. As you might have seen before, we will have 5 meetings, 5 models. I will repeat the topics again. And during this training course, we will share some theory. Also, we will organize some activities. After the training course, we will share with you the materials, so the presentations and some other activities that we can share with you in a PDF form. Also, we created game-based toolkit, and this is the PDF with a lot of different activities which you can use inside of the training course. So in some of the models, they are already included, or you can use them as activities just to add to your lessons for some other school activities. After the last model, 5th model, also our creation partner, they will share with you empathy conversational guidelines, because their topic will be about empathy and active listening. So now all of you are inside of this online piloting. Also, that's why in the end of the training and after each model, we will be really happy to receive your feedback, as later we can adjust the program, adjust some activities for you to use it in a better way. So just to repeat what we will be talking about during next 5 meetings. So today's topic is knowing and recognizing signs and symptoms of mental health diseases, which will be led by our Serbian partner. And the next topics they are planned for next 4 weeks. So next week we have addressing prejudices around mental health diseases, which will be led by our Latvian partner. Promoting help-seeking behaviors and preventive measures by Italian partner. Strategies for effective stress management, coping skills, resilience, and positive thinking by Spanish partner. And building positive communication, active listening, and empathy in teacher-student and student-student relationship by Croatian partner. We really recommend you to attend all the sessions, because they are the part of the whole program of the training course. And also, if you would like to receive a certificate, you should attend at least 4 out of 5 trainings planned for this activity. Here, you can already scan QR codes. Later in the follow-up email, I will also share with you these materials. So the game-based toolkit, which is already created, and you can start to use it even starting from tomorrow. And empathy conversational guidelines, which will be presented also on the last meeting, but also these materials will be shared with you later, the same as this presentation. The next work package, which we will start to present in the following months, and of course we will be also really happy if you would like to join for our next online piloting. We will create the training of trainers. The main leader of this work package is a Croatian partner. So we will create training of trainers, and they will teach trainers who are interested later to work with students in secondary schools. And it will be a workshop on mental health storytelling. So the main topic will be how to use storytelling on this experience of mental health. And later we'll create the video testimony lessons for all the countries. As you may see, we have 5 different countries, so all our materials will be produced later in English and the partner languages, so in Latvian, Croatian, Serbian, Italian, and Spanish. Of course, we disseminate our projects, and we would be really happy also if you also will share with your colleagues or also students or friends about the project. So on our project website, we post information, the articles, some new events. Also, we have our YouTube channel where you can already see the webinar recordings and some awareness campaign video, and where we will post our video testimony lessons. We will be also inviting you for our dissemination events and multiplier events, so it would be really nice if all of you later join for these activities. So now I will give the floor to our Serbian partner, which will present the first model. I really encourage you all to participate and to be active during the training and enjoy the training.
Thank you, Jelena. Hello, everyone. I'm Svetlana Aleksić, psychologist and teacher trainer.
And I'm Jelena Dimić, I'm music teacher.
My colleague and I will be moderator on the first module. We come from Serbia. We work in musical school Stevan Hristić in Kruševac, and we one partner in Erasmus project on your mind. At today training, we prepare 5 topics, and when we work in online space, is very challenging and difficult to be interactive. But we try and prepare some interactive activity. And Jelena and I, we will do all our best.
Now we can start. Are you ready for this adventure?
Okay.
Entire screen. Okay.
From beginning, yes. As Elena said, the name of the first module is knowing and recognizing signs and symptoms of mental health problems in the adolescence period. And the first topic is common mental health issues in children and adolescents. And we talk about research and studies in this topic.
Okay. This is the first activity for today, something like ice-breaking activity. When you scan this QR code, you can see to answer the questions, what is mental health to you and how would you define it? You have 10 minutes for that activity. After that, we will look at all the answers together. You can scan.
Yes, but we can share.
We can share in chat box link if someone can use QR code. In chat box, you have a link for this Padlet. Okay. Now you can see answers.
What is mental health for you and how would you define it?
Okay.
We wait more answer.
We have pictures here.
Oh, wonderful. With AI. Jelena, can you
Okay.
read?
We can read your answers. Alexandra Velasco, sorry if I didn't correct say your name. Mental health is a state of emotional, psychological, and social well-being that allows a person to cope with everyday stress, build mindful relationships, work productively, and contribute to their community, etc. Thank you, Alexandra. Anya, mental health is taking care of yourself and of your well-being, detecting periods in life when you need to ask for help and knowing everyone needs help sometimes. It is like mental hygiene. Thank you, Anya. Zatim, another, developing resilience, learning how to cope with stress, pressure, and challenges. Okay, thank you. Daniela, a state of mental well-being. Yes. Mental health means taking care of yourself, letting yourself grow, embarrassing all your emotion and feelings, and learn more of yourself through them. Yes, thank you. Mental health is something we all need to care of in order to live our life at its fullest by doing our best, taking care of ourselves and
Prioritizing
what is good for us. Yes, thank you. Now, mental health refers to your emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how you think, feel, and behave, and helps you handle stress, relate to others, and make decisions. Thank you, Ella. Mental health is a balance among your positive and negative emotion and feelings, and ability to cope with stress in difficult situations. Yes, thank you. And some beautiful pictures. Thank you for your answers. Svetlana, can you tell us something new about mental health?
Yes, now we can return to our presentation. Oh, sorry. There are different definitions of mental health. Mental health is a complex concept, but you can see most often mentioned definition of mental health. That mental health is often defined as a state of well-being in which people realize or use their abilities and potential, can cope with everyday stressful situation, work productively, and contribute to society. A mentally healthy person is characterized by emotional well-being, the presence of positive feelings and positive functioning, both psychologically and socially. A mentally healthy person is not only a happy person, but also a person who functions well. And you said in your definitions.
Because we have many and lovely definitions of mental health. Now we prepare for you a little test.
Yes, because
Yes, but don't worry, it isn't for marks. So when you scan this QR code, you will need to answer each question and choose one of the offered answers. This is activity takes 10 minutes. After answering, you can also check the correct answers under the questionnaire and tell us how successfully you were in this activity. Now we will share a link for this activity in the chat box for easier using. When you finish, you can raise your hand. Maybe
but we wait.
okay.
And the next slide, they can see the correct answer.
Okay, we have the fastest participant.
Alexander.
Alexander, thank you. Be patient. Anya, initiativa. Finished. Jelena.
Okay. Oh, great. Yes.
Tina. We will wait for 2 minutes for others.
I think that we can.
Okay, this was the shortest 10 minutes in the world. So you can see now correct answers. Do you want to share with us your success? How many correct answers you have? All?
Who answered all the questions correctly?
We didn't hear initiative.
I don't know where to see my results. I see answer key.
Yes.
I cannot see where I placed results.
Did you maybe just write somewhere?
Now view score. I see now.
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry.
Not welcome. Okay. Do we have some comment here? It was
No.
easy or hard task for you? We have fast but not too much brave participants to talk. Okay.
I thought that it was sorry, Anya, for a minute.
Yes.
I thought it was easy, and I knew, but most of my answers are not correct.
Oh.
Yes.
We are on the beginning, so don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, this is a little test. It's very useful for teachers of other educators to know facts about mental health issues. Now you can see on the slides some questions. We have prepared several questions, and so I would like you to join the discussion. The first question is, what do you consider to be indicators of impaired mental health in your students?
Or you can choose any question of these to discuss with us. If someone wants to share experience.
Yes, the second is, what mental health problems do you observe in young people from your school or your school environment? Which of the following problems are easy to spot and which can be hidden? How does your school or your environment respond to behavioral problems that indicate impaired mental health in students? How do you see and what do you consider to be a timely response to observe behavioral problems in students that indicate impaired mental health? You can choose
any
questions. Maybe if easier to you to write in the chat box. I check. We didn't have answers.
Okay. I can try to
Yes,
with this discussion. I think that the easier spot to see any mental health problems or any problems with our students is their behavior. Maybe in their behavior we can see how they feel, and that's the easier way to see any problems or maybe differences between them or maybe in their families' problems or something with what they order. I think that we can agree with that. What do you think? You don't want to talk with us, but never mind.
Yes, I think that is very important to teacher to recognize and observe the first sign of.
No,
Oh, sorry, Anya. Anya, can you share yes for us?
yes, sorry. I want to participate, of course, and willing to do so. So I wrote in chat box that I'm not a psychologist, but I can see a lot of stress regarding school and other obligations that kids have, and my presumption is that sometimes they do not have enough time to be kids and enough time to be bored. Because boredom is something that they're completely unused to. Everything is happening in instant. All the decisions and all the solutions are coming in a second. So this is something that I see within kids. I see that they're also distracted because of the opinions of others, and that social networks such as Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok are really harming their self-image because expectations from themselves how they should be is extremely high. Like they all have to have wonderful teeth and no pimples and be really good and be relaxed and be happy and be invited to every society possible. So I think that causes a lot of challenges to grow up in such environment. Mobile phones definitely are not helping, and the demands of all A's, of a lot of good feedback from outside is maybe causing their internal motivation to be harmed in a way. I'm not doing something that I want to, but what others are expecting from me. So maybe it's different, but this is what I see in Croatia with kids. Again, we are not working with kids primarily, but as a parent, as somebody who is in education, I can see some generation module that they're functioning in.
Yes, Anya, the situation in Serbia is the same, the same problems.
I agree, and I think that it is the situation in all world. So
Now we can check Alexander answer.
Hello. I wanted to talk about indicators,
Okay.
like emotional signs. There are frequent mood swings like irritability, sadness, excessive worry, and anxiety, low self-esteem. Um, they feel helpless, and they are very sensitive to criticism. They don't accept criticism. Also, we can see some behavioral changes, like increased aggression and self-harm behaviors, like scratches, burns, and something like this. Um, and some of them have cognitive difficulties and learning difficulties, difficulty in concentrating or making decision, decline in academic performance, negative or oppositionism, and some of them have school-related issues like increased number of absences, avoidance of specific classes, or making their homework, complaints about bullying or social exclusion, lack of motivation. Well, a lot of
Oh, thank you, Alexandra. You said so many indicators. Thank you very much.
Where are you from, Alexandra?
Romania.
Romania. Are you a teacher?
Yes, I'm a school counselor.
School counselor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone else? Okay, we can.
Okay, we can start on the next slide. And as Alexandra said, you can see on this slide common mental health problems in children and adolescents: anxiety problem, excessive worry or excessive tension, post-traumatic problems, mood-related problems, depression or excessive sadness and listlessness, self-harm problems, suicide problems, hyperactivity, impulsivity, and attention deficit disorders, oppositional problems or behavioral problems, substance use problems, behavioral addiction problems, internet gaming, gambling, eating disorders, complicated parental divorce and post-divorce behavior, and other mental health problem, autism spectrum disorder, psychosis, and bipolar affective disorder. And now I can represent result of relevant research. According to the World Health Organization, about 50% of all mental disorders begin before the age of 14 and 75% by the mid-20s. Most of them remain unrecognized and untreated. It is estimated that globally more than 15% of adolescents aged 10 to 19 live with a diagnosed mental disorder. Globally, self-harm was the sixth most common cause of death among adolescents aged 10 to 14 years old, and the second most common causes of death among adolescents aged 15 to 24 years. About 28% of people who witness a mass shooting develop PTSD or a post-traumatic stress disorder. About a third have acute stress disorder, while over 90% of them temporarily develop symptoms of anxiety, depression, or PTSD. In another study of World Health Organization, this is the result published 2023 in volume 1. This is the survey named Health Behavior in School-Age Children International Report from the 2021 to 2022 years. The result is, you can see a result on the slide. Girls reported worse outcomes for mental health and well-being than boys. The proportion of adolescents who reported excellent health decreased with age. More boys than girls reported excellent health at ages 14 and 15 in nearly all countries and regions. Life satisfaction and mental well-being were higher among boys than girls across all three age groups in most countries and regions. Adolescents from more affluent families reported higher level of life satisfaction and mental well-being across all countries and regions. Consistently reported higher levels of loneliness than boys, except at age 11. Almost twice as many 15 years old, 14% for boys and 28% for girls, then 11 years old, 8% for boys and 14% for girls, reporting feeling lonely in the last year. Also, girls reported more frequent health complaints than boys across all age groups. The prevalence of multiple health complaints increased with age, particularly among girls. At the age 15, two-thirds of girls reported experiencing multiple health complaints compared with just over a third of boys. You can see that the sample of girls is more infected of mental health issues than boys, and the age of 12, 13, 14 years is very important to prevent mental health problems. And we can apply more preventive activity in that ages. One of third adolescents, 33%, experience feeling nervous or irritable more than once a week in the last 6 months. 1 in 4 reported sleep difficulties, or 29%, and or feeling low, 25%. 1 in 5, 20% of sample reported having headaches more than once a week. The prevalence of 13 to 50 years old feeling low, having headaches, and experience dizziness was twice as high for girls than for boys in most countries and regions. Girls and older adolescents generally report the worst mental health outcomes. At individual level, factors such as schoolwork pressure, body image, problematic social media use, and bullying victimization have been identified as important predictor of mental health problems. Anya said that.
Okay, now we can open another topic, identifying early warning signs and symptoms. Of course, the first is activity. This is activity which name is typical characteristics of adolescence. When you here you should list the typical characteristic of adolescence when you scan this QR code, but we can copy the link in the chat box for it was maybe easy for you. Okay. After that, we will summarize your answers. Link is in the chat box. Okay.
Now we can see.
Can we see your answers now?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what's happened.
Svetlana, I think you need to open from Mentimeter for you so we can put the answers and present to us.
Yes, sorry. Now I can.
Be patient,
Be
please.
patient.
We try to share the Mentimeter.
No, it's.
We can't find that.
Sorry, menu.
Yeah.
No. I know what. I didn't know what happened with this link.
You can try another way. Нет. Не так.
No.
We have a little problem with this Mentimeter.
We check everything, but this happened if we work on online space. But
Okay. Can you write in chat box?
yes,
Can you write in chat box? In chat box, after we will read. Sorry for this, but
Could you repeat the question, please? What we need to answer?
typical characteristic of adolescence.
What you think? What is typical characteristic of adolescence?
Okay.
Thank you, Jelena.
Thank you, Jelena. That is the question.
You can put one word, 2 words, 1 sentences.
Insecurity.
Thank
you, Svetlana.
Yes, this is the link. No.
Focused on themselves, independent, creative, new responsibilities.
Serena wrote willingness to be liked, big changes, self-discovery. Yes.
Martina, mood swings, irritable, opposite behavior, lack of self-esteem, confusion.
Yes.
Everything of that is a typical characteristic of adolescence. Okay. Rebellion, seeking confirmation from society.
Yes, is very important for adolescents. What their peers think about them.
Finding themselves in the group, peer
Yes.
pressure. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for these answers. Now we have another activity. When you scan the QR code, you need to classify the offered futures into two columns. The first column would contain the typical characteristic of adolescence, and the second column will contain the first symptoms of mental health problems. Can you try? In a chat box, you have a link for this activity, or you can scan a QR code.
Yes, this is it.
Yes.
No, sorry. I can
Yes.
share. Presentation. And they can see QR code.
Okay.
Rate your answers.
Are you succeed to open this QR code or link? Is everything okay? Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, this is your answers. Mm-hmm.
In the first column, all of this characteristic you can choose and put in the first column or second column.
The first column is a typical characteristic of adolescence, and the second column are symptoms of mental health problems.
We wait some more answers, and after that, Jelena.
Yes, after that I will summarize your answers.
I think that Jelena can read the answers of our participants.
Okay. For typical characteristics of adolescence, you said that is peer pressure, thinking hypothetically, increased awareness of one's own thoughts, feelings, emotion, peer pressures, increase in height and weight, thinking hypothetically, and excessive sadness, peer pressure, excessive worry, increased awareness of one's own thoughts, feelings, emotions. We said that. Thinking hypothetically, peer pressure, yes, sadness, increase awareness, peer pressure, change sleep patterns, decrease the motivation to learn.
It's important, I think that is borderline. Maybe if it's just for a short period, it is normal. Yes. Yes, Martina.
Increase in height and weight, persisting sadness or frequent crying, extreme irritability or aggression, social withdrawal and isolation, a sudden drop in academic performance, self-harm or talk of suicide, excessive worry, anxiety or panic attack, drastic changes in sleeping or eating habits, substance abuse or reckless behavior. Yes, that's it. And in symptoms of mental health problems, you said that is isolation, running away and skipping school, poor physical health, self-harm, self-harm. Here we have running away, skipping school, sleep problems, excessive sadness, sleep problems, excessive sadness, rapid heartbeat, cutting the body, poor physical health, sleep problems, rapid heartbeat, cutting the body, sleep problems, disagree motivation to learn, cutting the body, and that will be the end of your answers. Thank you for this activity. Svetlana?
Yes,
we can continue our presentation.
Yes. What's happening with our presentation?
Entire screen.
Or entire screen. Okay.
Here we now. Okay.
And now we talk about key tasks of adolescence, and many of us said that the body acceptance, emotional independence, establishing major and meaningful relationship with peers, exploring and accepting one's own gender identity and social roles. Are you agree? Do you want to add something? Okay, we can jump on the next slide. In adolescence, because it's a very specific grown period in life of young people, we talk about social and emotional milestones. The first is increased awareness of one's own thought, feelings, and emotions. You wrote in Padlet this. belief that their experiences are unequally theirs, not shared by others, sense of invulnerability. The young people is goal-oriented, adolescents are justice-oriented, establishment of autonomy and establishment of intimacy and harmony with one's sexuality. The adolescent's brain is very important to understand how they function. Because adolescence is also a time of brain development. The brain undergoes a rapid growth in the number of neurons and synapses, followed by a process of eliminating unnecessary connections. These changes affect behavior and can be a source of confusion and stress of adolescence. All of these changes in the brain affect behavior changes. Therefore, it's good to understand what adolescents are going through, what their brains are going through. They behave in certain typical ways because their brains are developing and reorganizing. This fact can help us empathize with adolescents and try to be helpful to them during this intense period. Now we can recognize some of mental health problems. Anxiety, depression, behavioral changes, and changes in academic performance. In anxiety, we can signs of anxiety is excessive worry, nervousness, and physical symptoms such as sweating or rapid heartbeat. You wrote that. Depressions. The sign of depression is excessive sadness, listlessness, decreased interest, irritability, sleep problems, decreased motivation. Behavioral changes, withdrawal, isolation, irritability, and changes in sleep or eating patterns. Changes in academic performance, decline in achievement, running away, poor concentration and attention, or dropping out of school. None of these signs necessarily mean that the young person has mental problem, but suppose there are associated signs that last longer than 2 weeks and interfere with the functioning of a young person. In that case, you should check what is about with an expert, and they just characteristics of adolescence or the first signs of a problem. Often peers, parents, and teachers do not recognize the first signs of problem in time because they often reminded of the characteristic of adolescence.
Do you agree with this? Maybe you can share some situation in your school or something like that.
I have a question.
Okay.
This came as a surprise that as soon as after 2 weeks of, for instance, skipping school or other behaviors that you can notice, you should already ask for help.
Yes, this is the time to check what has happened. There is problem that there is a typical characteristic of adolescence, or the young people has a problem for mental health. And you can, in that period, you can check with a psychologist or another experts in school, or if you are parent for a psychologist in school and local community.
So react very, very soon in case.
Yes, it is important to react and to check what's happened. Because in my practice, I see that parents wait, don't react. If said that the students have a problem, and we check with maybe with specialists in local community what's happened, and this is the problem for students.
Thank you.
In Serbia, it's a problem. How to parents react?
It is also a problem of lacking the staff in schools, in hospitals, in it. If
Yes.
somebody has enough money in Croatia, you can go to private, but often in schools, even with bigger number of students, you don't have a psychologist sometimes.
Oh,
Yes. It's very important to training the teacher to recognize the first sign and talk with parents in comparison with parents, with if they have psychologists or other professionals in their school, or to recommend parents to help in local community, or psychologist help, or psychiatric help, adolescent psychiatric.
okay.
Thank you.
Any questions?
You're welcome.
This is time for a break.
Little break.
Yes. This was the first part of our presentation. And now we will have a break. You can take a rest, 15 minutes, and we can see together in 3:30. That's okay? Okay, see you.
See you.